Hello and welcome to another tutorial for the Go Grammar series. This is book number 2, unit 34, looking at sentences. You have known since your first year at school that sentences begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. However, errors with sentences are among the most common errors in student writing. Most errors fall into two categories, either run-on sentences, which is the first group that we'll be looking at, or the other one is incomplete or fragmentary sentences. Let's look at the first ones. These occur when sentences that should be kept separate are combined. And the example provided here is this. Marius asked Gail to the party. She accepted the invitation. There are actually two sentences here. They should have been written like this. Marius asked Gail to a party. She accepted the invitation. Sometimes, sensing that there is some kind of pause between two sentences, writers put in a comma, and it looks like this. Marius asked Gail to a party. She accepted the invitation. However, if there are separate sentences, each with its own finite verb. In this case, we've got asked and accepted. They need a full stop, or question mark, or exclamation mark where appropriate. The second type of mistake that is often made with sentences is the incomplete or fragmentary sentences. Here, students write sentences that is not grammatically complete. They are often phrases, not sentences, because they are without a finite verb. For example, another day, full stop. Pretty boring, full stop. You can see just by looking at them, they don't have enough detail or information to be a complete sentence. Let's look at the activities. For question number 1, all you need to do is to take the information that's provided in this box and you need to rewrite the passage, adding full stops and capital letters where they are needed. So you just go through and look for the natural breaks in the sentences that are provided, adding in the correct punctuation. Write your answer on the space provided. For question number 2, it's the same sort of thing. However, this time we've got incomplete or fragmented sentences. So you need to rewrite the passage, adding extra words and changing the punctuation if needed. So again, look at the chunks of information, see if they make sense. If not, add the details that are required. And of course, write your answer on the lines provided. For the take it further, I've given you a little bit of information here because I think this is a little bit tricky. The dialogue below contains dramatic sentence fragments. Rewrite the dialogue in complete sentences. Remember to state the implied subject where appropriate. And in the example that's provided, we can see that we've got in purple here some text that you might find in, say, a play or some sort of script of that nature. Silence. What? If they hear us above, we're in trouble. Now, if that was spoken text, that would make perfect sense. However, if we're trying to write in some kind of narrative form, then it's difficult to understand. So it should be written like this. We must be silent. I asked what the matter was. We will be in trouble if they hear us from above. So you can see there's lots of extra detail that's been added to those sentences to make sure they contain all of the parts required. You need to do the same thing for this section here. Can Mario kick the goal? Precious time left. Just one goal will do it. And that should read as something like this. Can Mario kick the goal? Question mark. There is precious time left in the match. See how it's just adding that extra detail? Just one goal will win the game. Taking away the ambiguous terms and making them more specific in that last example. Alright, I hope that's helped you a little bit with your sentences and you can avoid some of those common mistakes. This is an ETV production brought to you by Prendiville Catholic College.